Imagine a city so overwhelmed by the smell of human waste that the air itself became unbearable. People covered their faces, windows were sealed shut, and even the government tried to escape it. This wasn't fiction. In the summer of 1858, London was drowning in its own filth. In the mid-19th century, London was one of the fastest-growing cities in the world, but beneath its progress was a system on the verge of collapse. For years, the city had relied on outdated methods to dispose of waste. Human sewage, industrial runoff, and garbage were all dumped directly into the River Thames, the very river that ran through the heart of the city. At the time, many people believed disease was spread by bad smells or miasma, and if that were true, London was in serious danger. By the summer of 1858, a powerful heat wave struck the city. The already polluted river began to warm and rot. The stench rising from the Thames became overwhelming. Thick, heavy, inescapable. People described it as something that clung to the air and followed them wherever they went. Businesses struggled to operate. Homes became unbearable, and those who could afford it fled the city entirely. But the smell didn't just affect ordinary citizens. It reached the very center of power. The Houses of Parliament, located along the river, were hit especially hard. Curtains were soaked in chemicals in an attempt to block out the odor. But nothing worked. Meetings were cut short. Debates were abandoned, and lawmakers found themselves unable to function. The situation became so severe that the government could no longer ignore it. For years, engineers had warned about the dangers of London's sanitation system, but it wasn't until the smell became impossible to ignore that action was finally taken. An engineer named Joseph Bazalgette was given the task of redesigning the city's sewage system. His solution was massive. He designed an extensive network of underground sewers, hundreds of miles long, that would redirect waste away from the city and downstream. It was one of the most ambitious engineering projects of its time. Construction began almost immediately, and slowly, the river began to recover. The Great Stink didn't just change London's infrastructure. It changed how cities thought about sanitation forever. It proved that ignoring waste didn't make it disappear. It only made the consequences worse. And while the smell eventually faded, its legacy remained. Because for a brief moment in history, an entire city was forced to confront something it had tried to ignore for far too long. And sometimes, the most dangerous problems are the ones hidden in plain sight.